Hey guys, in today's video, I want to talk a little bit more about what this channel is and what I am not. I have seen a complete outpouring in the comments section by so many subscriptions. I mean, I've only been at this like a week and a half, I think is what my friend has told me. But there's so much support. There's a real need for this channel, I believe, in our landscape. But I'm also getting people feeding me or trying to send me comments saying, oh, well, this, that, or the other thing. So I definitely want to make it very clear my stance on Beyblade and my stance on what this channel is and isn't. My stance on Beyblade first is, while I do not play meta blades, I have nothing against you if you do. It's not my choice. It's not what I choose. I think that people should play their own. Like I've said on this channel a few times, I have a background in trading card games and I never played the meta defining cards. So, even when it started to become, hey, if you're not playing meta, then, you shouldn't play. I just didn't play because it's not fun anymore. If I'm being forced to play something that is not my style, or if I'm being forced to play something that isn't who I am or what I represent, then I don't want to do it anymore. And that goes outside of just gaming in general, right? If you're hanging out with a group of people and they don't represent your core values anymore, they've started to shift one way or the other. If they're not representing who you are deep down, then you need to find people who will, right? You need to find other avenues and people who will support you for who you are, right? So that goes outside of games or blading or cards or whatever, right? I don't believe in playing meta blades. A lot of my friends absolutely hate meta. One of them actually said that if he lines up with somebody who's playing Wizard Rod, Phoenix Wing, and Drawn Buster, he would just rather not play. Because it's, in my opinion, that might be okay for you. If those are your three and that's absolutely what you want to play, then absolutely play that. But to me, there's a difference between running Wizard Rod meta, right? Finding it online, putting it together, and then just saying, this is the best representation of what I want to do, is what everyone else has told me to do, versus, hey, I've got Wizard Rod that's a little different, right? I'm running an attack Wizard Rod, which wouldn't actually make sense for the blade shape, but somebody commented yesterday that they were running an attack Night Shield, right? So, but whereas Night Shield isn't supposed to be attack, this person took it on the offensive and ended up with good results based on the way he was playing. And I love that, right? I love getting outside of the norm, and maybe that would be the trick, right? Like, oh, I'm running Wizard Rod. Oh my gosh, it's a stamina battle, but now your Wizard Rod is hyper aggressive. They weren't counting that. Play what you want to play. If you want to play meta, that's fine. If you want to dive deeper and play something that fits your playstyle more, do that, right? If Wizard Rod is your playstyle, good for you. But I want to be very clear about what this channel is. This channel is meant not for maybe the people who want the best meta combo. As everybody knows, I am new here, right? Also, the person that was, I don't actually know if they're talking out against this channel or whatever. I don't know, but they were saying, oh, well, Wizard Rod with all these parts, would do so great, and that's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I am not here to say, oh, run meta combos, and that's fine. This page is meant for people who want to dive a little deeper, to build on basic foundations. The same person was saying that launch didn't matter, that, it didn't matter your stance, it didn't matter your grip, none of that mattered. The only thing that mattered was the blade in general. And if you're watching this channel, odds are that that's not true, right? My question to this person was, what is the speed? that he's launching at? What angle is he launching at? What grip style is he using, right? Because all of those things you take them into consideration. On the Patreon, I've actually got it where you can send me videos and I will sit down with you and coach you. Now I've got one that I'm coaching now, and his shot is consistent. It is consistent, but it's readable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to coach him on how to not be readable, right? If he's launching this way, we need to figure out how to not be readable in the end, because that's another thing I'm going to teach on here is how to read people, how to read what your opponent is about to do, right? Once we get into that second, third round, fourth round, now it's not just the blades in the arena. What mind games are you playing? That is what this channel is for. This channel is not for the person who wants to put together the meta combo, put it in the stadium, and you win or lose based off of what the internet said. This channel is 100% for the person who wants to take that thought process to the next level. Absolutely, if you're playing meta and you start using my methods, you're gonna have better results, but so are the people who are not using the meta. And I really wanna break this down, and it's gonna be in tomorrow's video, a breakdown on my thoughts on this, on the meta. But I wanna be clear on this channel is I'm kind of carving out my own niche as I see more and more people commenting. Some people touch on grip once. Some people touch on this here. I want a full Beyblade coaching channel where you guys can come here and hopefully learn something. Take it with you to the tournament. Take it with you to practice. Take it with you. I'm giving you something that nobody can take away, and the meta will never change. Right? The meta for this mind game won't change. The blades will change, but if you take that and you keep developing your skill set, you're only going to get better. And this comes from a background not in Beyblades, but in shooting sports, combative sports, irregular sports, strategies, different things that I've implemented over my lifetime. I'm now bringing to Beyblade and I'm sharing it with this community. So hopefully it's just all a positive thing. I'm not a channel like Illinois, right? I'm not a channel like Zanky. I'm not a channel like, the Blader Crow. I'm not a channel like my friend Nazuma. We're friends. I'm literally subscribed to all of those channels. I'm subscribed to every single one. I love their channel. I love the content they put out. But that's not who I am. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I'm not going to tell you about every release. I'm not going to tell you, oh, this is the tier ranking. I'm not going to tell you those things because I don't believe in those things. I don't believe you should buy every single blade. I think you should buy the blades that you want. I think you should buy the blades that are interesting to you. If that leads you to buy every single one, good, great. You're supporting the hobby that we all love, right? And that's what keeps it going. Pushing the community. When you look at a mobile game, they call them whales, right? The whales come in, spend a ton of money, and that's what keeps the game going. The minnows like me, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna buy this blade, buy this blade, buy this blade, buy this blade, go on this site, buy this part, buy that part. That we're not keeping the game going, right? We are supporting it by putting this channel out, by creating and generating interest. Hopefully people are going out and buying the blades that they like. But channels like Zanky, channels like Illinois, bigger channels like that. One of my favorites is actually a Japanese blader. And they put out content about every single blade, every single one. And they battle them and they do reviews and they do where they think the tier list is and they think this and that and the other. And that's generating sales, and that's great. That's great for us. And like I said, I love all of those channels, but that's just not what this channel is. And I hope that everybody comes to this channel with an open mind, with, a little bit of respect, and everybody is just here to push each other further, right? Already being an adult that plays Beyblades, we're seen in a different light, okay? So we need to come together and really push ourselves to take this seriously. Because as I say at the end of every video, if we want people to take Beyblade seriously, we have to take Beyblade seriously. And chasing the meta, are you really taking it seriously? Or are you just following the trend, right? So really think on that. Hey, I hope everybody has a great day. No matter when you see this, I'm so thankful for the growth of this channel. We are at, at the time, I think I just did a video saying I was at 100 subscribers at the time of recording, and I think at the time of recording now, I'm closing in on 200. So the channel is growing, and like I said, at the recording of this, I've been at it like a week and a half. Comments, obviously, subscriptions are great. Comments are really where this channel comes alive. I try to interact with every single comment that comes across on this page. So please, comment, like, and subscribe. Subscriptions are great, but comments are what are pushing this conversation forward. So, hey guys, I hope everybody has a great day.